Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time, multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need. So today, we're jumping into a deep dive based on a LaborSync blog article, and we're really focused on pulling out those small, consistent habits that separate the great crew leaders from everyone else.
Yeah, and what's so fascinating here is that we're not talking about some massive overhaul. Big results don't come from that.
Right.
They come from these simple, almost automatic daily practices that just compound over time. That daily consistency is really the engine here.
Okay, so let's start right at the top of the day, before anyone even picks up a tool. The 5-minute check-in.
The huddle, yes.
It seems so basic, but the article argues this sets the entire tone for the day. It's almost like preventative maintenance for the crew.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The best leaders use those 5 minutes to ask really specific questions. What's our biggest obstacle from yesterday? Does anyone need support on this task?
So you're getting ahead of problems.
Exactly. You're getting ahead of them. That quick 2-minute chat right now can save you a 2-hour headache, an expensive headache, by mid-morning.
And once that alignment is set, the next place things seem to fall apart is clarity, or I guess a lack of it. That brings us to task lists.
Confusion is a total productivity killer. You just can't tell a team to finish the kitchen. It doesn't work.
Right. What does that even mean?
A great leader breaks that down. They listed out, install the cabinet hardware, connect the under-cabinet lighting, caulk the countertop edges. It has to be simple, clear, and, always accessible.
Okay, moving into efficiency. Let's talk about something that can feel like a pain point, but is actually a huge advantage. Time tracking.
Ah, yeah, the paperwork nightmare.
Or what should not be a paperwork nightmare. Smart leaders make it automatic, painless, using phones to log hours by project.
And the real value here isn't just checking who showed up on time. It's about business intelligence.
That's the key.
When that tracking is accurate, you suddenly have data that helps you bid on future jobs so much more accurately. You can see patterns. You spot where you're losing money before it becomes a real problem.
And that data-driven thinking leads right into managing people, doesn't it? We have to talk about giving feedback in real time.
Oh, for sure. Waiting for a formal review is... Oh, it's a huge mistake.
The moment's lost.
It is. Immediate, specific feedback is what actually builds skills. If someone makes a great cut, you say right then, nice job on those cuts. They're perfectly square.
And if it's not so great?
You focus on the action, not the person. Something like, hey, let's try angling the drill bit just slightly for cleaner holes. It's a correction, not a criticism. That's how people actually improve.
This all seems to bring us to culture, because you can't really ask your team to be disciplined if you're not. So leading by example.
Your behavior is the team standard, period. If you show up early, if you stay organized, the team will start to adopt that. But, and this is crucial, it needs systems to back it up so you're not just policing everyone.
What do you mean by systems?
Things like simple daily progress reports. Or even a buddy system where peers check each other's work. It builds accountability into the process so you can focus on support.
And I imagine none of this works if it all dissolves the second things get busy.
That's when it matters most. These simple habits, the check-in, the clear lists, they have to be maintained during the busy seasons. That's what prevents chaos and burnout when the workload triples.
So it's about building a resilient culture.
Exactly. And one last thing on that. Great leaders also turn setbacks into wins. They use mistakes as learning opportunities, not blame sessions. That's how you build a team that isn't afraid to flag a problem early.
So if you're listening, what does this all mean for you? Don't try to change everything at once. Start with just one of these habits. Maybe it's the 5-minute check-in. Just stick with it for a couple of weeks and watch how those small improvements start to compound. This episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.